fire or it will destroy. So water has to come and pacify the aggressive. And so in my little 7 minutes of speaking would be on polygamy. What happened in the creation of this process known as polygamy? I lived in a polygamous marriage for 14 years. And in it, I found a level of connection to my co-wives as sisters, as friends, as comrades in everything that we did. I really believe that polygamy was started by women. I don't believe that it was started by men, because if we say that the majority in most societies, females outlive the male. This is scientific data. And in order for the balance, so that every household would have a protector, because when we're talking about indigenous culture, we're not talking about having a microwave and a drive-through. We're talking about someone to build a house, get the wood, do the things. So that was, the women sat around and said, you know what? We need the men to do X, Y, and Z for us so that we will be able to have 9 months to have this child without having to go out and do the masculine energy thing. And so each gender has its power and its need. The man is going to build the house. The woman builds the home, and the child then becomes the inheritor of that power. And so I really believe that polygamy was started by women who recognized that as a group, we were the dominant force, and we were in a position to dictate how and when we were going to come and go. Marriage then became a situation where we said, okay, we belong to this particular compound or this family, and this is the man that's going to do the physical work for us or the families. Now, situation changing. We're talking about 4,000 years ago. After that, we're looking at situations where there's no need for that kind of work. There's no need for, so then polygamy then becomes, the practice of polygamy then becomes something to subjugate the female. Because during the time, the 4,000 years that we're talking about, the origination of the Yoruba people, it was a matriarchal culture. The inheritance was handed down through the mother side of the family, through the female. Now, speed this up to 1,000 years ago, it became patriarchal, and it became a male-dominated culture. And in doing so, then the female had to take a back seat. But in the religious order, as we've been hearing here, Oshun is still called out by male and women. Men have breasts, do they not? Do you not have breasts? And so you have a part of you that is a female. Men have the tear glands to cry. So you have the female. So we believe that male and female exist within everyone. And the Orisha, or the energy of the essence of God, resides in us. And the way that we awaken it is whenever it's required. If we're required to be combative, we can be combative women. When we're necessary to be protective, we're very combative and very protective. And when we are needed to be submissive and to be yin and to nurture, then that's our natural quality. This evening, my presentation is to allow us to focus the female in us, the Yemanja in us, the ability in us to cry, to connect to pain, to connect to the things that detract us from knowing that we are the vessel of God, and we are an expression of God. Because without us, God would not be in the physical form.